I am very pleased to welcome you to ECWA Theological Seminary, Jos.
Was established primarily to train pastors, educators, missionaries, and Christian communicators with the purpose of meeting the contextual needs of both the church and contemporary African society.
The motto of JET is truth and freedom. But what truth has JET discovered? From Romans chapter 11 verse 36, JET has discovered that everything comes from God. Everything exists by God's power. And everything that comes from God and exists by God's power is intended for God's glory.
This was absolutely important and relevant in view of the growing spurious theologies that emanated in the wake of the 80s and still haunt the rank and file of Christians and our churches today.
We want people to begin to gain and understand, why do you exist?
Upon coming to JET, my life was entirely transformed. At JET, I got my direction for life and the purpose of my existence. Why? Because of the heavy committed faculties here at JET that changed my life completely. Dust off the myriads of theologies that I acquired before coming and inculcated in me biblical theology that is of global standard, that has the potency of transforming the society. And I can tell you confidently today that my life has been transformed and I can address societal issues at the global standard because I have been trained in that direction.
The entire existence of our nation and the entire African landscape, especially sub-Saharan Africa, is currently undergoing an undue socioeconomic and political turbulence. Genuine biblical theology is being swallowed up in response to this myriad of crises.
We have witnessed some disturbing things that are happening in our country. The division, the ethnic conflicts, religious bigotry, the rate of corruption and poverty in our nation, the moral decay of our nation.
As theologians, sometimes we feel the pressure of problems our people go through and often wonder how we can help.
Our nation, individuals, the people of Nigeria come from God. They exist for by God's power, and they are intended for God's glory.
Coming to JET now has increased my understanding and has helped me to have more, wider scope of learning. And also in JET, I have come to realize that it is not just about you doing the theological education, but after you have learned, you need to take it out there.
We are embarking on a journey of faith, a journey in redefining and charting a course of our history and the history of nations.
Our God never changed. His message never changed. But when the times change, it is necessary to find ways to reach out to the world. So we are packaging and customizing our theological training in such a way that we can take it to the doorsteps of our high-profile executive in the banking industry, in the commerce industry, in the political arena, in the different sphere of our society. We also want to train specialized theologians who will be able to go to areas like drug addicts, victims of rape, and the issue of poverty. We want to be able to create the culture of research, empirical researches that will benefit the grassroots, and the preferred solution to the problems that are creating the negative evils or the walls of evils that we see in our society. We want to create a humane society.
We will be storing up treasures in heaven beyond the reach of change and decay.
We want you to come and join us. We invite you for a collaborative partnership because we realize that this dream can only be turned to reality when we have you on board. By participating with us, you will also bring him glory. So thank you for your willingness to come on board. My name is Reverend Professor Bobai Agang. I am a professor of Christian ethics, theology, and public policies.